Hi folks, it's John Nizman from lastchanceautorestore.com. I would like to share with you a car that we just purchased and or rescued, as we like to say it. This is a 1966 Chevrolet Corvair Convertible. Quite a rare car. This is a Canadian model, so it was built in Oshawa. I'm not sure exactly how many were built, but we're going to do some research to find out. So what I wanted to do is just share with you the condition of the car and show people who aren't maybe too familiar with a Corvair. There's a lot of neat little features. So with this particular car, if we go to the front nose here, you'll see this nice emblem. I believe 66 was the first year that they changed this Chevy bow tie to the blue bow tie that used to be red in the previous models. And what's really neat is there's a little door that opens up and it has the lock for the front storage. So we can just unlock that and it's spring loaded. We can take a look inside. You'll see there's lots of extra parts here. One of the previous owners replaced all of the carburetors. So there's 4 single barrel carburetors and we have all of them here. We're not sure if we're going to bring it back to stock specs or not. But they're very temperamental. They're very hard to maintain. So that's probably one of the main reasons why they changed it. So we've got the 4 single carburetors. We have the metal for the air cleaner that goes above all 4 air filters, or sorry, carburetors, and then the big air filter that sets up on top. So if we want to do it completely stock, we'll be able to bring it back to its original stock state. You'll see structurally inside looks quite strong. A little bit of corrosion, if you can see over on the passenger side firewall underneath the wiper motor. There's obviously some corrosion there. We'll have to do some patchwork. But overall, it's in pretty decent shape in the front nose. So just give that a shot. We'll see as we come down the side. 65 was the first year of this style. This is being a 66, so it's quite a desirable. Some people refer to it as the shark nose or shark front nose. Now this car is kind of tired. It's going to need quite a bit of work. We're going to do a ground up restoration on it. You'll see here in the bottom of the fenders there's a lot of body filler and Bondo, so obviously there's not a whole lot of metal there. The gaps are incorrect and there's a lot of corrosion here. This was a very common rust area on all the Corvairs, and water used to pool in here, and you can see there's a lot of body filler. We gauged the body on it before we purchased it, and there's more body filler than there is metal, so we'll deal with that later on. You can see the lower rocker panels. I can literally poke my fingers through, so they have never been repaired properly with metal in behind, which we'll deal with. You'll notice here, this is really important being a convertible, you'll see the gap here and here with the body lines. You'll see they obviously don't line up, so the door is starting to sag, which means the floor is starting to kink along with the rocker panels. So we'll deal with that. We'll be putting new rockers in, probably new floors. And then once you open the door, you can take a look inside, and it's got the bucket seats. This is an automatic. And a couple of features that this car has that we noticed right away. One is it has the original stock boot for the convertible top when it goes down. This car was originally this red interior and a burgundy exterior. Someone's made their own stereo system, which obviously will remove that box, but upgraded AM radio, and we noticed under the dash you've got your big parking brake lever, but just to the left of that switch is an optional power convertible top, which was an option. So we'll find out how rare of an option that is. So you can see it's in decent shape inside. And then as we go down to the quarter panels, once again, lots of body filler in here. And we go down to the bottom along the here, and we're going to be able to poke right through. So obviously, this has never been repaired properly. There's lots of body filler. We'll end up getting a supplier with quarter panels, and we'll replace the quarters. And as we come around to the back, this particular model is the Monza, which is the upgraded model. You'll notice I've got the engine lid open. The reason for that is because there's a lot of varnish and dirt in the fuel tank. So what we've done is we've simply just bypassed the fuel supply line to the carburetors. I'm just using a simple gas can with the fuel line. So what I'm going to do is just simply turn the car over and fire it up so you can hear what it sounds like. So this is the upgraded engine. This Corvair has the 140 horsepower, and they're all air-cooled, of course, and it's a 6-cylinder. So I'm just going to turn the key here, and you should be able to hear it fire up. Let's just see how it sounds. Corvair has had quite a bit of work done. We received a lot of service records from the previous owner. They replaced the points, condenser rotor, things of that nature. But something that's really nice, this feature, they've upgraded the carburetors and they've went with the Edelbrock dual carbs on each side. So this is kind of a nice feature, gives us a little more horsepower. And they've changed the exhaust system. You'll notice it's more of a header type system. It's louder than the stock exhaust. And if we just give this a little bit of a rev here, you can appreciate what it sounds like. Runs quite smooth. There's a little bit of a hesitation, so the front will probably have to be rebuilt or readjusted. We'll do a compression test on all four cylinders to see how strong it is. But it seems very strong. It's not blowing any smoke. It doesn't have a foul smell. There's no knocking or clicking or anything of that nature. So it idles quite nicely. And once again, this is the Monza, the upgraded 140 horsepower. Okay, so as you come along this side, you can just take a look. We'll pan out a little bit further. You can see the style. Some people used to refer to the Corvair as the baby Camaro. You'll see nice body lines on the quarter panels. Now you notice on this passenger side, there's more excessive corrosion here. The rocker panel is pretty much gone from front to back. And then you'll notice the gap here. This door is actually wedging up against the quarter panel, which obviously tells us there's more kinking on this side because there's a lot more corrosion. So we'll have to deal with that. As you can see, at this point we can't open this door. So we're going to leave it the way it is for now until we go to do the restoration. The top is fairly new. You'll notice the chrome is missing around the windshield. No one makes an aftermarket windshield chrome pieces, so we'll have to source those out, previously enjoyed kind of thing. But this will be quite a nice car. And you'll see, so once again, that's a 1966 Chevrolet Corvair, 140 horsepower, and it's the Monza Edition, and it's a convertible, and it's Canadian. So thank you for watching, and I'm John Nizman from LastChanceAutoRestore.com.